Today we're looking at the Gold's Gym XRS 20 weight bench, coming to you right now. Thanks for being here. Fist bump. All right, today we're going to be looking at the Gold's Gym XRS 20 weight bench. We're going to be doing a review, let you know what I like about it and what I don't like about it. But before we do that, just a reminder, if you can like this video, that would be right down there. And if you then can go subscribe to this video, that will be right down there. And then of course, always feel free to leave comments below. I love to read your comments. So with that, let's get into it. The XRS 20 weight bench I would classify as a novice beginner weight bench system. It consists of a multi-level bench or multi-angle bench that also includes a leg and arm attachment. Additionally, it comes with a stand that is separate from the bench itself that you can use for doing squats and also to support your weights for bench presses. So let's take a look at what we have here. Okay, so here we go. Starting out, we have the bench. I've removed the preacher bench itself, or I say the preacher attachment, and we're going to put that on in just a moment here. But here's the bench itself, and I've got it set up at looks to be about a 60-degree angle. So looking from behind, you can see the yellow support bar. This is actually made of a heavier steel than the supports here. So looking at all the tubing that we have here, we have definitely a medium thickness tubing. This is a little bit more heavy. So what you do is just lift it up, and you can now adjust the bench to different levels. So here looks to be, not quite 45. So here would be your 45-degree angle. You can then go to a complete level and also drop one more, there we go, to a slight decline. You really can't see that. So here you can see the actual pole itself. Quite sturdy, quite easy to use, quite quick to use. This is kind of, it's not a leather, but is I guess a polyester plastic type material. It appears to be somewhat sturdy. It's a slight texture to it. I'm not sure how this is going to last under heavy use, so we'll see how well this does here. But it looks good. You know, you can always get this reupholstered, so that won't be a major issue. This is your leg attachment, and actually, what's interesting here, you can use the small 1-inch weights or the Olympics. So what we'll do, this is the adapter. We'll put a weight on, and right from the front here, you can now do leg extensions. Keep adding the weights and you'll be good to go there. So now you can do leg curls. What we're going to add is the preacher pad attachment. So we'll put that in there. You have a screw that goes through so that you can adjust the height. Now, one thing that I do not like is sometimes it's kind of tough to get that screw in there, that nut. Now I'm struggling a little bit. There we go. And then I see it coming through. So here we go. Preacher attachment. Grab it in. I'm up a little bit too high here. And now you can do bicep curls with the preacher attachment. So of course, with this preacher attachment, let me get this down. So with this preacher attachment, what you can do is you can do it with a straight barbell if you want. So here I have my EZ bar. So I can do an easy bar if I prefer not to use the other attachment. Of course, if you have dumbbells, and of course I would secure that with the screw jack here. You can do dumbbell preachers as well with this. So this is kind of a handy thing to have. So there you go. Your bicep, your leg extension, flip over, and leg curls. And then you have the preacher attachment. What you see behind me is you see the rack with the bench, and I do have my Olympic bar behind me. And we're going to do a little example of how this particular one works. You can adjust with the nuts here, but you've got to be out from underneath it. So very simple. You can do your bench presses. Now, one of the things that we have here is we have safety catches. So this is pretty good, is if you get tired, you're alone, and it's like, oh, you set your catches, and now it's just resting sort of on my chest, but no pressure. So I can't lift out, and I can sneak out from underneath the barbell. So there you go. We have the safety catch right here, and it is adjustable, and we're going to do a little adjusting here. But as you can see, it looks to be, about 10 inches long. I kind of wish that it was about 6 inches longer. That would make it a little bit more effective as a safety. But if you come out that far, you'd also have to extend the bottom foot of the support mechanism here. So let me move this up. And all you do is just lift it up and hang it in the hooks. So you can adjust it to whichever height that you want. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 height adjustments there. So we're going to put this back on the second, and it's quite stable. Now, this particular support is rated at 300 pounds, so it is pretty stable. You know, I'm trying to tip this thing, and it ain't easy. On the back, you have a place where you can put weights on both sides. So what's nice about this, you add a couple 100 pounds to both sides of this support, and now you've counterbalanced this even more. So remember, 300 pounds maximum is what this is rated for. Coming around to the back side here, you'll see that there's another screw, and this you can use to adjust the tube height. So let's see how high I want to go here. That's the end. All right, so yep, so again, one of the things I don't like is the screw there. You'll see that it is coming through there, so that way I know it's through all the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you figure put it all the way down. 10 is the adjustment here. So let me get this side here. So we've raised the bar up to a height that is comfortable for me to actually do squats. And again, as you can see, you know, there is some wobble to it, but that's pretty typical. But, you know, pushing this way, you know, it can go. So you got to make sure that when you place this in, it's not going to go. But more importantly, coming back this way, it's a lot harder to tip back. So there's good stability there. So here we've raised it up, and you go in, and you can now do your squats, and then walk it back in and slide it down, and you're good. So here you've got the safety, and we'll put it on the highest. So this is where I think that coming out another 6 inches would have been a lot better. So I'll do it from the front here. So here I do my squat. I come down and it's, I fail. So in the front it was pretty easy. But if I was to do it with a traditional squat, all right, I come down and I fail. Okay. So there we can back out of it. Would rather have it out a little bit more, but you know, hey, any safety that you can have, that's a good thing. So this is the rack. Overall, very good. Prefer to have it out 6 inches. Would like to see a different kind of mechanism rather than the screw, but you know, you're having to balance cost versus the the effectiveness of a particular feature of the bench. The Gold's Gym XRS 20 weight bench and support bars. Overall, for a novice, for a beginner having a home gym, this is a really good option for them. It's sturdy, can handle up to 300 pounds, and it's actually fairly easy to put together. It took me just about 2 hours, and you can see another video with that in it. Overall, very good for the beginner. I'm going to leave it to you to judge what you think of this. I do have links below as to where you can purchase this particular bench, and feel free to take a look and see some of the reviews that are there. That ends this particular review, and if you look up in the corners, you can see a couple videos that you can click on, see what else I have on this channel. So with that, may the Lord richly bless you. Make it a great day, and together we'll be fit for faith.